Hello and welcome. I'm Boris Gloger. Today I would like to talk about no estimates. So what is no estimates? I mean, does it really mean we don't do estimates at all? In a slightly way, yes, it means exactly that. So the basic idea is we use ideas from the lean management area, like theory of constraints and throughput and flow, to come up with a complete different way of telling people what are the costs and what might be the value of creating your projects or your features, so you can use that approach with a little bit of work, not only on team level, you can use it on organizational level as well. You can use it in your private life also. So what Agile not invented but made very visible in most organizations is that you need to have a list of items. And that list of items is called features or projects or whatsoever, has features or projects in it. We call it product backlog. Typically, it's not a product backlog, as you know, I call it a team backlog, or it's an organizational backlog. Basically, it's a list of things you would like to deliver. So, and what we learned from observing projects and talking with lean people is that they say when you have a kind of a server that creates or that builds your things that you want to have, they call it server. We call it teams. That is responsible for building the stuff that you want to have and delivering something piece by piece by piece. Then a very good idea is to note on a spreadsheet or so, very first, the entry date into that list of that specific feature. So whenever you put something into that list, then you write on that feature or project your entry date. And if you have delivered that feature or project, then you write on that feature in your spreadsheet the delivery date. Okay. What you now can also observe is you can create the maximum cycle time, so the time from entry date to delivery date, the max you will identify. Let's assume it's maybe 3 months. And you will identify the minimal cycle time, let's say 1 month. And you will have an average cycle time, let's say, to make it very simple, 2 months. So you can put into entry date, the delivery date. Now you can identify what is the maximum amount of time we needed to build that piece of work, and what is the maximum. And you can, of course, little math you can come up with the minimum, with the average. What we also learned from the lean area is that all of these measurements make only sense if you stick to a very, very basic rule. You need to fix the amount of items in that list. So you say, when you start with that approach, you have maybe a pre-filled list. Typically, that is what happens in an organization. They have already a kind of list of things they need to deliver, or teams have already a backlog that they have to deliver, and you fix that list. You just say, at this moment in time, when I start with my observations and noting down all these dates, then I have maybe, in that moment, I had 30 items in my list. And now we fix that amount of ideas. So it means we only allowed an entry into that list when you have delivered something. That typically creates a cloud of ideas. And you have these ideas in your organization because people have ideas. That's usually thousands of ideas. But what we create is a so-called now, and that's it's a committed backlog. because we say whenever we put something into that list, then it means we really deliver that. These are still only ideas. And you can only put something into that list when you have delivered already something out of that list. That's the basic rule. So now I can come up with, if we keep that in this way, then we can create an average cycle time. We can come up with an average cycle time. And now we know how much an average item costs in our organization, because we only need to identify how much a team costs, or the server, the work costs in these 2 months, and need to divide that by 30, because on average we had always 30 items in, so every item costs an average costs is 2 months. The cost per 2 months, cost per month per 2 months divided by 30, because it's the average cost. So the only thing now from a CEO point of view is I need to make sure that everything that I build in average creates more money by selling it. So when I sell an item or a feature that I need to build, I need to make sure that on average I create more money than the cost per item per 2 months divided by 30 in our example. And then you will make money. Profit. Yeah? Might not be very much profit, but at least you will cover your costs and have an additional margin. So. And if I know that, then you don't need to estimate at all anymore, because we did that over time, again and again and again, and we not even had an idea how large or difficult or complex all these items had been, but we know on average we delivered it in a specific rate, and sometimes we had a more complicated or more hard to develop feature than it was maybe 3 months or a year, but on average it's still 2 months, because we observed it that it was on average 2 months. Yet it might happen over time that you deliver less frequently, because your teams might get stuck or get ill, or a server is out of order in your organization. That might happen, but you will see it at least after a specific amount of time, because then your average cost per item goes up. Or that's the faster way to see it. Typically, the demand of people is so high, so they create so many ideas that you feel forced to increase the amount of features in your list, and then you know something is wrong. Okay, so you have an early indicator, an early warning sign. Okay, that's the basic idea behind no estimates, because now we know what is possible to deliver in a specific mindset. Everybody is free to work in his pace, what we learned from lean management. And the only thing we need to do is we need to come up with these average lead or cycle times based on the facts. You will find a lot of explanations and more insights into that if you start learning more about lean and theory of constraints. But as a basic start, it will help you to get rid of a huge amount of waste, and that waste means creating estimates, having meetings with a huge amount of discussions, and thinking about how much work will be there, even if you have no clue what really is within these features. I hope that was fun to watch. Thank you for watching. See you again. Bye-bye.